Hi, welcome to this free tutorial. I'm going to show you how to use plus packs. What is a plus pack? What do you get when you purchase a plus pack? This is a character pack. This is Rachel. And with a plus pack you get all of these body parts, all these symbols, plus you also get a pre-animated side view walk cycle. Okay, so you also get this additional file here. And you can see that this is just one symbol here. But if I double click and go into it, you can see here that there's all this animation, and this is where the walk cycle is. It's inside this symbol. Okay, it's a cycle, means it's going to run through and then the animation is going to fit right back into frame 1. Okay, so it cycles like that. So you go back out here and you can test your movie and it's just going to play endlessly. It's going to cycle back into itself. Okay, so that's what a plus pack is. It's a character pack plus a pre-animated side view walk cycle. And I'm going to show you how to use these. They're really easy, and they can save you a ton of time. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this, select it, and hit copy, Control C. Then I am going to go into this background. This is the grocery aisle background. And I'm going to actually put her walking across in the background behind these shelves of food. Okay, so if I add a layer right here, we'll call this character, and right here I'm going to hit paste, Control V, and there it just pasted her in. Now, just to be safe, I'm going to lock all of my other layers except for the character. Okay, so I think I need to scale her down. I'll hit Q, which is the free transform tool, hold down Shift, scale her down to about the right size. Move her up. Maybe she's still a little tall. Okay, so we'll put her there walking across in the background. Now what I need to do is I don't have any additional frames in my timeline. I only have frame 1. So I'll just extend it out to here by dragging down and hitting F5. Okay, go to this first frame and I will just take her and move her back behind the shelf here. And then I'm going to make another keyframe here. I'm going to hit F6. Okay, and I'm going to, for this keyframe, I'm going to move it to the other side over here. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to motion tween it. So I'm just going to click anywhere in between these two keyframes and I'll hit motion. Okay, and now we can see her walking across in the background like that. So let's just make a movie and see what it looks like here. So there she goes. She's walking. Now she's kind of sliding, which means she probably needs to have more time in between these keyframes. So I'll just click on this second one, drag it here. So now it takes her longer to get from point A to B. And let's just check it again. That's a little bit better. Okay. Still sliding just a bit. We could probably move it over a couple more, maybe here. We also need to extend our background if we do that, so we'll drag through and hit F5 so everything shows up as well. We can check it again. Okay, so there she is walking in the background. Okay, so in this example what I did is I just animated the plus pack, the walk cycle, from point A to point B, from this side to this side. Okay, now I'm going to show you another way you can use plus packs. This is another character. This is Malik, and he is set up same exact way. He's got all his animation inside his walk cycle. So we'll hit copy to copy this one symbol, and then I've got this background of a bank, and I'm going to add a layer here, and I'm going to paste Malik in here. So I'm going to go Control V. Okay, there he is. A little too big, he needs to be scaled down. So same thing, hit Q, which is the free transform tool, scale him down to the right size. We'll put him on the sidewalk. Let's put him in the center of our screen like this. Maybe I'll scale him down just a little bit more. I'm just inching him up and down with my directional arrow keys. Okay, this time what I'm going to do is I'm not going to motion tween the character, I'm going to motion tween the background. Okay, so let's do something first. We want to kind of get in closer on this. If I put everything in outline mode, I can see the border of my screen area here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select everything and hit Q, which is that free transform, and I'm going to scale everything up. I want to make it bigger. So I'm just pulling on these corners while I hold down Shift. Okay, so I can see my character here, and I'm putting Malik in the middle, like that. Okay, so I can turn off my outline mode, and I can frame this up, and there I can see what we're looking at. I'm just going to move it down just a bit. Okay, so now we're not going to animate the character, so let's lock his layer. And if we just add some frames, let's go to like 35 and hit F5. Now if we just scrub through, we'll see that he is just going to loop through that animation. Let's see what we got so far. Okay, so there he is walking. What we want to do is we want to kind of create a virtual camera move, and so we are going to select the art behind him. Okay, so I'm just going to move it over to the left. If I hold down Shift and drag like this, see how far we can go. Okay, we'll go about there. Okay, so there's my first keyframe. Let's go over here, drag through these layers with the art of the bank and hit F6 to add an additional keyframe. Now in this one, we're going to want to slide everything this way to the right. Okay, so we're simulating him walking. It's almost like the camera is walking with the character instead of before where the camera was stationary and we saw Rachel in the grocery aisle walk past us. So now let's just drag through all of these layers, and because everything is symbols, we'll choose motion. Okay, and let's make our movie and see how it looks. Okay, so there he is. He's walking down the street there. Let's give it just a little bit more time. I'll just click up here and hit F5, slow it down just a little bit. Okay, now it looks like the character is, walking left to right, but it's actually, he's completely still in one place. And we have instead the background moving. So it's really, really easy to use plus packs, and it can save so much time because you can just grab these pre-animated walk cycles and just do some simple motion tweening, either the character or the background, and then you've instantly got some great animation and you saved a ton of time. So I hope that helps you out.